Good morning and welcome to the start of a new week. It is February 15th, Sunday, so I'm doing another live stream here in a little bit, not too far from now actually. I will be alone on the live stream this time, which generally gives me time to get more comfortable with live streaming. Like, it works out pretty well, I guess. I think the live streams where someone else joins me are more fun in general, probably more fun for everyone, but doing live streams on my own, it definitely helps me get more comfortable doing it. I will say this month in general has already gotten me so much more comfortable live streaming. And part of that is the people that I've gotten to live stream with. Miley and Tanya and Leia were all wonderful. I'm going to live stream again with Tanya on Thursday, so I'm very excited about that. I'm excited to get to hang out with her when I'm not recovering from being sick. So hopefully that will go a lot more smoothly. That live stream was not as good purely because of me not feeling great yet. So I'm definitely looking forward to being able to hang out with her without feeling under the weather. I do still have some drainage. It's been almost 2 weeks now, and my body is just like this, and I hate it. I've gotten in a little more work on my video editing. I have the first week's vlog down to 1 hour and 3 minutes. We'll see if I can get it under an hour. I still need to add in like all of my graphics and effects and all the background music, so that will definitely give me a chance to edit out some more stuff if I need to. But actually, the first step will be watching the whole thing and seeing how it flows, seeing what changes I need to make before putting in the graphics and that kind of stuff. Or maybe I can at least do graphics at the same time. Probably not background music, but graphics I can do. If I get my Drabble written during the first sprint of this live stream, I will definitely move on to doing video editing when it's done. And I will probably try to get as much video editing as done before going upstairs and spending time with my family. It is 11:47 now, so I need to get everything ready for the live stream at this time. The prompts for day 15 are a musty wine cellar and an unexpected guest. There are so many different ways that I could take that, so many different ways that those prompts could work together. I will say musty wine cellar immediately makes me think of the Edgar Allan Poe story, The Cask of Monta something. I'll look that up later. And then an unexpected guest, of course, makes me think of The Hobbit and the unexpected party. There were indeed 12 unexpected guests at Bilbo's house that day. So those are the immediate thoughts I have, what I'm immediately reminded of, and putting those two very different stories together would be a fun juxtapose. I don't have a particular idea, but these have so much potential. I am so excited to write this. We'll see if I can fit this into a story idea I already have, or if I come up with something completely new. Let's find out. And now it's time to get everything set up for the live stream. See you there. Everything is all set up for the stream. I've got water now and my coffee, and I've got the Restream all set up and ready, and it is almost noon. I've got like 2 minutes, which isn't really time to do anything else. So yeah, I'll start in a sec. I really do want to give a shout out to Tanya and Cynthia especially, also Leia and Miley and Edie and everyone who has participated, everyone who has come to all of my live streams. This community is so wonderful and I'm so happy. All right, let's get this started. Hello everyone. Hi Tanya and Cynthia. Oh my gosh, you guys are here right on time. I am so excited to write some more drabbles today. Well, it is like 2:40 now. I just got off the stream not even 10 minutes ago. We went for 2.5 hours, which we only did the 2 sprints, so an hour of that was sprinting and an hour and a half was us just yapping. We talked so much. It was such a fun stream. Thank you everyone for coming. We talked about everyone's story ideas. I talked about my Dark Academia, but it's from the professor's perspective story idea, because the Drabble I worked on is set in that story. I don't know, it was so fun. This was a great stream. It was also probably the first one that I felt like fully back to myself after being sick. So I don't know, maybe I'm just in a good place emotionally right now too. That could be part of it. But yeah, it was a great stream. And I did my Drabble. It started at like 260-ish, somewhere around there. And I got it down to 131. So not technically a Drabble, but but if I cut out any more, then it will drastically change the story. So yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. This is the second drabble that I've written in this story, and I am really loving it. I will say I probably need to do a whole bunch of research before I can fully dive into writing this story, but it is probably one of the ones I'm most excited about. And writing for it has been so much fun. The problem is, of the fun stories that I've been working on, that's one that will be novel length, as opposed to some of the others that are short stories. And like, if I'm going to get excited about something that's different from what I'm actually working on, it would be nice if it were a short story. It's fine. Everything's fine. Well, I want to get as much video editing done as I can so that I can hopefully post this tomorrow. We'll see. In the second sprint, I got like 8.5 minutes in and was able to cut out probably about another minute. So it's still over an hour long, but I should be able to get that down to less. And I'm also starting to add in graphics and text and, you know, on-screen stuff. So I'm making progress, but we're starting week 3 and I haven't finished the video for week 1, and that's a problem. Hopefully this week I'm able to get the vlog for week 2 done as well. That is the goal. Really hope so. And I'll just have to keep powering through it. Good morning, afternoon. It is Monday, February 16th. The weather is so nice today. Instead of going to the gym this morning, I actually went for a walk. It was so lovely, but also it's President's Day, so the park was very busy. Lots of kids around and people off work. It was just so nice to get out in the fresh air, and I also went to Goodwill. I didn't really film that. I didn't feel like filming that, so I didn't. And then I also went grocery shopping. And now it is already 12:45 because I got a late start because there's no school, and I did not expect to go grocery shopping, but I was already out, so... And now it is 12:45 and I still need to write my drabble and finish editing the video I would like to post today, if at all possible. The prompts for day 16 are a rusted padlock and a bee sting. There's a lot to do with both of those, either of those. Yeah, let's start doing some brainstorming and figure out what the heck this story is gonna be. Rough version, 220 words. I can definitely cut this down and condense it. It might also expand while I'm doing that though. I don't know. Also, There was some screaming not too long ago because a child left his food alone and a cat found it and ran off with some chicken. So, yeah, don't leave your food alone when there are cats. Writing that took me about 15 minutes. Let's find out how long editing takes. Okay, somehow I managed to get that down to exactly 100 words. I do not know how I managed to do that. It was 220, and now it's exactly 100. I don't know, but I'm pretty happy with it. I'm going to share this in our new server. DM me on Instagram or Discord if you would like an invite. And now I'm going to work on video editing because that is what I need to do. Good morning! Today is February 17th, and the prompts for the day are smeared lip gloss and metal crackling in a microwave. I'm a little hesitant with some of these ones that are very modern specific. Both lip gloss and a microwave are much more modern things, so they're not very easy to work into a fantasy setting, a historical setting, anything like that. So I kind of wish I had paired each of these with something else. These are the things I'm learning in practice. However, you can say smeared lip gloss and go, it doesn't have to be what we specifically think of when we think of lip gloss. It can be something different. The metal cracking in a microwave is a little bit harder to switch that up for a more historical context, but it's definitely doable. Now, apparently my storage is getting low. I transferred files to my computer, but have not deleted them from the phone yet. So I need to do that. I am getting a decently early start today. I just dropped off one of my kids at school and now it's 9. And my vlog for the first week of this challenge is finally live right now. I just had a little thing last night where DaVinci Resolve didn't want to export my video and I was freaking out a little bit, and then I realized that it was because I didn't have enough space on my hard drive and I needed to transfer files. Not having enough memory is the struggle with making videos for sure. But that video is finally done. It is posted and now I can start working on the next one, which, since I'm not getting as late of a start, won't be as difficult. It will be out much faster. And now I'm going to get into working on my Drabble. Time to brainstorm. Okay, it's been about 6 minutes and I have a drabble. It is 158 words. This needs some pretty serious editing. It's pretty rambling, but I am happy with it. This is in my vampire short story, so it's fun. And now I'm going to edit it and see if I can get it down to 100 words. I am absolutely covered in cat fur now, thanks to this guy. He's trying to make more room on my lap, which is fun, but I have this down to exactly 100 words. I'm quite happy with this. I struggled a lot with overusing the words lip and mouth. Shortening lip gloss to gloss only makes sense in the context of the mouth, so if that context isn't clear in the sentence, then it just sounds really weird. So for a hot minute there, I had lip or lips 5 times in 100 words, 4 of them in one paragraph. It's doable, but it's not great. But I got this a little better now. I can't believe it took me over half the month to write a kiss. That's kind of crazy, honestly. Anyway, I'm going to share this. It is going on 10 o'clock now. I have my regular appointment at 11, so I have a little less than an hour to try to get some video editing done for last week's vlog. I'll probably just do like half an hour of stuff and then go upstairs, at least for now. I'll be doing more video editing after my appointment, but that's, you know, a few hours from now. Check in later. Okay, I went to my appointment and then I went for a walk at a park. And when I came back, I have a package. This is from Visit Springfield, which is the organization that does the coffee crawl. Living La Vida Mocha. This is awesome. Oh, it feels nice too. Half cotton, half polyester, which generally not a fan of that, but I'm so excited about this sweatshirt. I am pretty tired now. It's like 2 o'clock. I got my Drabble and some video editing in already, and I did my appointment and went for a walk. Generally, this day has been pretty productive, but I also know there is more video editing stuff that I could be working on and more writing stuff I could be working on. I know tonight my husband and I will be watching a movie because we have to return it soon. So in general, I've had a pretty productive day and I'm quite happy with that. There's definitely more that I could be doing, but I am going to sign off for the day and I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning! It's Wednesday, February 18th. I am getting a little bit of a later start. It's technically still morning. It's like 11:30. I woke up at a totally reasonable time and then just stayed in bed, awake for a while. I don't know. This filming every day is pretty draining. I'm enjoying capturing the process, you know, so I can look back on things and anyone else can look back on things. But it's a lot. I will be happy when the challenge is over and I can have one day where I don't have to film, I don't have to be on. The prompts for day 18 are used galoshes and trembling fingers. There is so much potential for where this could go. I'm very excited. Well, what I just wrote is 187 words. Hopefully it's not too hard to cut it down. I definitely need to. It just kind of kept going and going. It's really cute. I like it a lot. So I might not cut it down totally to 100 words purely because what if that cuts out too much? Okay, I'm going to get to editing it now. Okay, it looks like I was able to cut this down to 134 words. I'm not going to get it down to 100 without losing so much of what happens in it. I'm going to stick with what it is. Even this, there are some parts where I might have cut it down a little too much. I'm not sure. It is noon now, so I'm going to move on to some video editing. Let's try to actually get last week's vlog out sooner rather than later. That would be preferred. This is really cute though. I'm really happy. morning. It is February 19th and I am running late. It's like 2 minutes until the live stream's supposed to start. I'm only just now setting things up. Tanya's about to join me. I dropped off my kid and I got some coffee. I have a minor headache. I've already taken something and I'm just hoping it doesn't get worse. And I was like, you know what? I can go to thrift store for half an hour. And I did, and that was fine. I estimated my time well enough. I should have left a tiny bit sooner, mostly because I forgot about this part where I talked to you guys before I set everything up. And then, you know, I got back and it's like, well, I need to use the bathroom and I need to put stuff away and I need to do whatever else. That's just, I underestimated that stuff. But I'm getting everything set up now. Tanya and I will be on to hang out with everybody here in just a couple minutes. Are a single knitting needle and cherry lip balm, so a lot to work with there. A lot to work with there. Very excited to see what everybody comes up with. I'm going to finish getting everything set up and get started. Oh shit. I'm so dumb. I was video editing, so I took out my headphones so I could hear. And so then I heard the sound go off when it went off in the live stream, which means, you know, I'm behind by 30 seconds. Oh my gosh. Okay, it is after 4 o'clock now. Tanya and I finished the live stream around 1 o'clock. We were on there chatting for a while. I think at one point there were like 17 people on, but only a couple people in the chat. So I don't know if there were just a bunch of lurkers for a bit or what happened. It was weird. After the stream, I had a snack and took a little bit of a break, fed the cats, did that kind of stuff. And then I came back down and I've been working on video editing for the last couple hours. I have this video down to 1.5 hours long, so that's some really good progress. These videos go from Sunday through Saturday. I'm on Friday, so I'm actually quite close to getting the bulk of it done. I am certain that this video will be decidedly shorter than the first week's video was, which I'm not really sure how that happened. Maybe I didn't record as much? I don't feel like I didn't record as much though. To be fair, the moth market was that first Saturday. That definitely took up a decent amount of video time, but still only like 4 minutes, maybe. So yeah, I'm not sure why exactly this one is so much shorter. Okay, I pulled up my channel again. 131 views on the stream today. It was at like 50 right after the stream finished. Why are so many people watching this? It doesn't make sense. Maybe YouTube decided to recommend it to people? I don't even know. It was just a regular stream. That's so weird. Meanwhile, my one a week ago, 31 views. This one has exactly 100 more views than last week's. That's weird. I don't know. Were there a bunch of bots in there or something? That's all I can think, honestly, because this doesn't make sense. Anyway, apparently I have 119 subscribers now. That seems fake. I guess I should be happy that this is going well, that the streams are going well. I just don't trust it. It was a good stream though. I'm glad that Tanya was able to do another one so that we could actually properly chat and like talk about things when I wasn't feeling like crap. That was great. Anyway, I am done for the day and I'm gonna go hang out with my family. Good morning. It is February 20th and I am home from the gym and ready to start working on my drabble today. The prompts for day 20 are swollen bug bites and packing a loved one's lunch. I really like these more action-y prompts. I tried to make a decent amount of prompts that were action adjacent, but this is one of the few that is so action forward. God, that's such a weird way to say that. This one's just so much more detailed and specific than some of the other ones. I've had a slow morning today. I went to the gym, did my cardio, and swam in the pool, but I'm now ready to do my writing. I'm going to set a 30-minute timer and get started. Okay, that was like 18 minutes exactly to write this whole thing and get it edited. That went really well. I had an idea immediately. I wrote another drabble with the main characters from the book I'm working on. These little drabbles have been really nice, and they're definitely making me more interested in working on the project, which is definitely a good thing. I'm really enjoying them. I really liked the one I did yesterday for the live stream. This one is just more silly bickering and flirting because that's just what they do. I'm very happy with this. But I only used one of the prompts, so I might do another one later. I don't know. I'll think about it because it would be really fun to do another, but I should definitely move on to reading other people's drabbles and then, you know, to video editing. Good morning, everyone. Today is Saturday, February 21st. This is the last day of week 3, and I am so excited. Today, my youngest has a school event. We dropped him off, and we have to go back at noon for the closing whatever. Not trying to give too many details. And then we went and got some coffee, and now I need to get in this drabble in the limited amount of time I have left. I want to get this done and out of the way so that I can spend the rest of my Saturday relaxing with my family, maybe celebrating, depending on how things go. We'll see. The prompts for day 21 are a split lip and an empty drawer. These prompts together would be perfect for like a breakup. That's the first thought that comes to mind, but there's so many options. It is time to do some brainstorming and figure out what I can do with this. Okay, I got way too caught up in rereading stuff. These prompts made me think of something that happened in my first book. So then I was like rereading stuff and I did that for like, I don't know, 40 minutes. It was a poor decision. So then when I realized how long it had been, I pumped this out in like 10 minutes. This is another one that takes place in my books. This takes place during the first book. It's another one from Xander's perspective. I always love writing his point of view. It's so much fun. But I don't have time to talk about this right now because we need to leave for the school event, and I will film my outro later. Okay, it is late. I had a pretty busy day. We had to go to my youngest's event, and then I was spending time with my family. We did a little celebrating. My friend came over for like half an hour and we talked and stuff. And then it was just, you know, the evening and chores and dinner and whatnot. So I didn't come back downstairs to work on video editing or film this little outro until now. It is almost midnight now. I just finished doing a whole pass through last week's video, and I added in the graphics and the on-screen text. All I really need to do now is add in the music and get all of the metadata and that kind of stuff ready. So hopefully I'll be able to post it tomorrow. And I actually went and finally shared the drabble I wrote today, because when I finished it this morning, we needed to leave like immediately. So I shared that in the new Discord like an hour ago. Reread it a few times. I'm still really happy with it. It's really fun. I love writing from Xander's perspective. And this was also a little bit different because instead of just being first person, I also used some second person. Obviously, that's not how it is in the books. It's only first person, but it's also only from Billy's perspective and not Xander's. So, you know, that's already different. I really enjoyed this one though. I'm very happy with it. Doing the drabbles with these characters really makes me excited to be working on the project. I don't know, I honestly need to sit down and spend all of March working on this project and getting it finished. Maybe I'll still be able to have this draft done by the end of the first quarter, but that seems pretty unlikely now. That's a whole other thing. I do not need to get into how frustrated I am about that. I'm sure I will at some point. Yay! That makes this the conclusion to week 3 of the Drabble Club challenge. I am having so much fun with this. We have the Discord all set up now, and everyone who's been writing drabbles is sharing in there, and it's so much fun. It's so nice to have it organized and be able to go into each prompt and see what everyone's written for that one prompt. Everyone's drabbles are so good. I'm very happy. If you want to join us in there, make sure to shoot me a DM either on Discord or on Instagram. My handle is the same as here, at DLPitchford, and I would be more than happy to send you an invite. We're having fun over there. Thank you for joining me for another week. This experiment, this challenge has been so much fun. I can't believe we're already about to enter week 4, so stay tuned for week 4 and what we do after the challenge ends, what the Drabble Club becomes after the challenge is over. I'm very excited for this. Thank you again. See you next week.